$850,000 he spent on a car. First you gotta buy it right, then you gotta figure out what you're gonna do to clean it up.
So let's see how good Vince's property is a day after a playoff game.
Oh shit.
Shit, you know, it's a brand new phone. I'm tired of.
You know, when a phone drops, it sounds just like a little gun when it drops. I remember I used to drop my gun all the time, you know that? I used to carry a gun everywhere I went. It'd fall out of my pocket, I didn't wear a holster. The tenants, I would be collecting rent. I would be collecting rent in the old days, writing a receipt at somebody's door, and I go do something to grab something, and my gun would fall right in front of the tenants. The tenants would pick up the gun and give it to me. I think it was only like, it was a 38. 38. We bought a new building on auction. You seen that. What do? We send Paulie out there. Why? Because if we send Paulie out there, we don't have to worry about it as much. So in the interim, while Paulie's out there for about a year, Vincent has to take over the retail division, okay? So now he's taking over all Paulie's assets that he was responsible for managing. We're at TBC in Tampa. Today we're gonna play the new game. Make believe daddy ain't around. I don't know if I'm dead, I'm on vacation, I'm on my boat, who the fuck cares? I'm not here.
Bye.
Everything is on you.
Fine. Vince, that glass right there needs to be picked up.
This? Where do you think this is from? You think this is from the playoff game that we just had next door yesterday?
He's right. He's right. He's right.
There was a playoff game yesterday. So let's see how good Vince's property is a day after a playoff game.
Why didn't Jeff get this place cleaned up?
What do you mean, why? I called him and told him specifically before the game, hey, there's a game on Monday. Make sure the place is clean Monday night at 10 p.m.
Right, well,
Vincent is on top of his shit. So let's see what bullshit you guys can come up with today. And Little Ben built this place. This place is always freaking packed. And this place is always packed. And people in Tampa are not like people in Pinellas County. They just open their door and throw stuff out.
This plant has rooted. Take the boards off of it already.
Please, I'm begging. Make a list. Take a picture. Why don't you go rip the fucking post down? Put them in a fucking van.
Then it's gonna be a hazard.
You can't take that fucking post down without hurting yourself. Don't get stuck by a rusty nail. Pull it. Holy shit, I'm getting them to do some real work today.
Oh, motherfucker.
Now you put them in the back of the van or in the middle of the van.
There. Let me ask you a question. Y'all coming from Cookies or Dave's Hot Chicken?
None of your business.
Because it smell good coming out of your car.
I don't want to walk around people seeing this shit. Get it up now. I'll help you. Give me one.
Give me one. All
three of us.
There's 3 pieces.
Hey, but be careful. Don't mess your shoes up.
Come here, and there's a rusted nail on that one. Watch out for Jimmy.
Watch out, Jimmy.
1, 2.
2.
He said you was helping.
3.
Boy, he the handful of delegation.
I'm supervisor.
He gonna mess up the van.
I got it. This van is a work van now. This is my work van. Hey, how much you gonna sell me this van?
It turned into Snoop Dogg's bus. We're so high class, we used a Sprinter as a fucking pickup. They dug out the dirt and they lowered the fucking concrete. The fucking ants are fucking with us now. You're fucking up my property. Put my cigarette out. How you like that? Here, have a smoke. We've been focusing so much on our really bad shit that we haven't looked at the shit that we know is intact. So now we gotta go back and look at the stuff that we kind of put on the back burner. That's real estate management, it's life. Right, Jimmy?
Everything you said was true.
We gotta get on a JOB. We gotta manage our assets. That's why I got these 3 asses out here today. The hurricane did that to everybody's sign.
But why would Burger King fix it?
I know because
I know, but they got millions of dollars. Why would
don't you understand? The guy who owns that does not have millions of dollars like Burger King. He's one poor guy that maybe owns 1 or 5 Burger Kings. That guy that owns that Burger King, he bought into the franchise. He's probably owns the building and pays rent. He's just one guy. Maybe he might be making 200 grand a year if he's lucky off of that Burger King. I don't even think he's making that.
And that sign probably costs 50 to 100
That's a
grand.
big sign.
Damn.
Yeah.
50
But,
to 100 grand.
He may not have the money.
It's got to be modernized now. All the electrical got
Oh yeah, they're
pulled
gonna
out
make
of
him
it.
bring it up to code too,
He
probably.
can't touch that sign.
He needs an electrician, he needs an engineer. Hey, talking about franchise inspections, I will bet you money that guy right there is from Burger King, the franchise guy, corporate. He's inspecting that Burger King right now. He looks like a typical
He
Burger
looks
King
like
corporate.
Lil Ben. That's what Little Ben looks like going to the properties.
Whether you're a big shot or not, protecting your personal information is very important. Google your name and see what you find. Your address, email, even your phone number. This information is accessible because of data brokers who profit by selling your information to robocallers, telemarketers, spammers, and anyone else that wants to learn more about you. That's why I'm excited to tell you about today's sponsor, Aura. Aura will identify data brokers that are exposing your information and automatically opt out requests on your behalf. They'll even opt you out of junk mail and telemarketing lists. All that crap we don't need. Aura is an identity theft protection, fraud monitoring, password manager, all in one app, baby. They monitor the dark web for information like your social security number, address, even bank accounts, and it'll alert you fast. Protect yourself. Go to aura.com/Ben Mallah, and you can get a 2-week free trial and see how many data brokers are sharing your information. Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring this video. Now back to the program.
This looks like a lawsuit right here.
See what Jimmy pointed out? Why are they doing this? Because they want to make sure they know where the gas lines are, where the electricals is. Maybe they're going to put a new sewer line in. There's always improvements going on around your property. All these flags here represent something.
They might be running
in
fiber
plumbing,
optic cable,
fiber optics, electrical,
gas,
anything, sewer.
plumbing.
Very good.
You see how theirs looks? Holy shit, look how nice that look. But we need to cut these trees down, man.
Can we at least finish this whole bed in rocks?
Look, we didn't
I got a guy, he dumps them right here, you spread them out, and we're done.
Okay.
Trim this shit back and we'll look golden. Trim the tree, done.
I like rocks, they're expensive and they're hard to look clean. The problem is if you don't buy big rocks, if you don't buy giant or big rocks, you can't blow them out. If you don't blow them out, then they start looking like this. So mulch it hides all this. So I like mulch better.
Sorry for the traffic. You see, you notice over here, we're getting soot and dirt on the building because this is probably one of the busiest streets in Tampa. So we're gonna need to get over here and power wash this whole building. What's happened recently here?
I mean, we put these brick, we ripped out all that shitty grass that you've seen everywhere else.
Very good. Problem is, if you do it here, you gotta do it here.
Mulch.
Mulch.
Rocks, you gotta match. I love rocks.
Fine.
Please, the whole street's gotta look uniformed. And that's all grass, you don't have to worry about
So
that.
you approve right now
Yes,
at
yes.
least 5 8-yard loads of rock.
Of course.
From your guy.
Hey, some kid came over here, or some nutcase, and ripped this fucking tree apart. Send a picture of this to the landscaper right now. This is unacceptable.
Hey, Ben, look. Your
Not
rock.
ours.
Yeah, they are.
What? I'm gonna give you a very clear explanation of what happened here. And it may not be his fault,
Tell us.
but either somebody, whether it was a contractor or somebody, told Vincent to order, or Paulie, or whoever,
No,
to order
Vincent.
too much. So whoever told him how many needed, they told him too much, and we always have extra materials because people don't care. It's part of the business to have extra materials. So now what we're gonna do is, we're not gonna send them back. We're not even gonna move them. We're gonna install the rest of them here where we can, where it makes sense, which he already thought of doing. He just said, oh yeah, we're gonna do more.
No, I actually
That was
heard
his
your
quick
voice
answer
in my
because he's
ear
slick.
as I'm looking at it, and I said, what would my dad do?
But you didn't
He
know,
would-
right, exactly, but you didn't
But
know
I
they
didn't
were
know your
here.
ass was coming over here today to put it on
But
camera.
Did you know they were here?
100%. Actually,
He's like the best liar in the world. He can look you right in the face and bullshit you, but that's fine, handle it. I want to see where the people are. I want to be where the people are at so I can feel like one of them and tell you what kind of experience I'm having here. Man, it got hot on us. I hate this shit. I'm tired, I want to retire. But they know what they're doing, they just got to get out and do it. It took me to say, hey, let's go out and look at the properties for them to come and do it. You know, but we have been busy, so I can't really blame anybody. You know, we've all been overworked and the holiday bullshit and all that, you know, it's life.
Look how nice and clean it is right here.
All right, come here, let's have a serious conversation.
Talk to me.
We should have brought a railroad. When do these people have to notify us that they're gonna exercise their next option?
Usually, typically between 120 days to 90 days.
Before the day is over, you know, let's find out now, when the next lease renewals are, because I think theirs are coming up in a year or something like that. And I lose sleep at night thinking that.
Yeah, but you should know the dates before you start losing sleep.
I know it soon. I start losing sleep a year or two ahead of time. What do we got here?
Coastal.
Dentistry.
Oh shit, Dad, do me a favor. Don't go in there fucking around.
We got the tropical smoothie guy here. It's a great place. He did a great build out. He's doing a great business. And little Ben had a situation. Well, you know, these tenants are responsible for their own equipment. So the ACs, which are very big ACs that are on their roofs, and the units that they have, it's their responsibility. Well, when he took this place over, it was a bank. And the AC was probably in great working order. He's been here for years now, so the AC's been working great. But unfortunately, we gave it to him working, and now it's his responsibility. That's just the way it is. That's commercial real estate. It's in the lease. But, you know, we're good landlords. We like to work with our owners. So he told Ben he had a problem with the AC, and Ben really didn't want to play ball with him because that's his natural instinct. He goes by the rules, and he always thinks of saving us money first. But me, I'm looking at it like this. This guy, you know, listen, he's got a lot of balls to open up a place like this, okay? And he probably, his life depends on it. So, you know, if I can work with this guy, keep him happy, and keep the business happy, and, you know, and the reason why I'm gonna tell you, it's not just because I'm such a generous person. It just turns out we took a perfectly working good AC unit that'll fit here, took it off a building that we sold. Why? Because the guy insisted on a new one, and there was no way it was gonna kill the deal. So I had to do it. So now I got this great AC that's not that old that I can put on this building, give it to this guy, don't cost me nothing. My maintenance guy, he can have it installed, it ain't gonna cost me shit. So for a few bucks, not even a few bucks, I'm gonna get this guy a good AC. They were afraid of me coming in here and him complaining about the AC. But I'd rather work with the tenant. I'm gonna give him our AC, and I'm gonna tell my maintenance guy to install it. Okay, when we bought this place, it was empty, and it was a bank with a vault in it, and this wall wasn't here, and it was both these spaces. One big, giant, empty space, and for years, nobody could rent it. Nobody, because nobody wanted that particular space. The banks would close it up. It doesn't fit anywhere, so they couldn't find a tenant. I bought it. So we came in, we put up this middle wall here, and we had two ACs put in. We split it into two spaces. This side here, it was a bank, came with a drive-through. So he got half, he's got his drive-through, he's happy, and the veterinarian got their space and they're happy. And that's what you call value add. Making something that don't work, work. Weather's gonna be warm soon.
Yeah, because I know, that's why.
Whatever we gotta do, we gotta come together and get it done quick.
Some guy, the show, contacted us, our viewer, and he said that he owns a bunch of acres up on Hillsborough River, and it's got density for at least 100 units, and we should build on it, and he wants to be a partner. So free land, I don't know, but you know, I feel like it's another, he's got the land and I got the drive and ability, so.
100 units is worth $1 million, maybe two.
What?
Look at that.
You're looking at 200 units right now for $35 million.
I'm not gonna pay it.
But it doesn't matter, it's gonna sell.
I don't know.
And that's tax credit. I'm talking about building open market, nice units on the water.
What part of Hillsborough?
Hillsborough River.
Part of the river is dangerous in the
know.
hood. You got dead bodies in part of that river.
Where? When's the last time you heard of a dead body in?
You don't hear about
The biggest crime you got going on right now is women peeing while the guy is stealing stuff from the Dollar Tree.
There's a lot of stuff going on, but you don't hear about it. They keep a tight lip on crime.
I listen.
But we can look at whatever you want. We can look at whatever you want.
We're at a flooded retail building.
Listen, we had a flood. When things like this happen, opportunity is knocking at the door. The question is, are you the one doing the knocking? So a broker called me up. He said, hey, come look at this property. So we're out here taking a look at it. You know, what can we do with it? Can we buy it cheap? Can we have a plan to fix it? And what can be done to make some money?
In a Lambo.
How's it going, man?
It's not going as good as you.
Your favorite Muslim guy. That's my favorite Jewish guy right here. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you,
Well, I
man.
tell you,
We sold the building in Clearwater.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations.
Just when I saw you, I'm
That's
like,
great. Look at his big shot.
Come on, look.
Driving around with his Lambo.
I learned
You
from
know,
the best, right?
he's living large, baby.
It's only 850 grand.
$850,000 he spent on a
Don't
car.
put me on the camera, please.
We're putting you on camera. We're gonna expose you for the big rich guy you are. All that money and they didn't give you a hood on the engine? You wanna buy my house?
What are you asking?
Help him out. He wants you to call his phone. He loses his phone in his Lamborghini. This guy's got big problems. One time we came out, we looked at his income property. It was a good deal, but wasn't a good enough deal for me. But he found a buyer, he sold his property, and he went out and he bought a Lambo.
No, I didn't do it that way. He's good luck. One of the people I admire, I look up to, and just very thankful to know people like
And
this
I'm
in my
happy that you did well and you made money. I feel good about that.
life. Thank you. But I didn't sell the property to buy a car. That's like the worst investment. What I do is I bought the car.
Was it a flood Lambo?
No. You can only use it for work and nowhere else.
Nowhere else.
Right now, I'm going to one of my properties on Madera Beach that flooded. Want to make sure they did a good job. So I use it. I have a book that I write my trips, and then you could write it off.
That's his work vehicle.
That's right.
Some guys go out and buy pickup trucks. He buys a Lambo.
Oh my God, come on. I learned from you. You got the
Smart
Bentley.
guy. I mean, it's pretty rough and, unless it was somebody that was doing some kind of mechanical work, selling lawnmowers or something. I don't know what kind of business would want to come in here.
Wait, how much are they asking for?
The guy's dreaming for $1 million.
Oh.
Like a giant workshop. I just don't feel like it. If we had a personal need for it, for storage, maybe, but first you gotta buy it right. Then you gotta figure out what you're gonna do to clean it up and make it look decent. And then, you're gonna get about $30 to $40 per square foot on the rentals. So if the place is 5,000 square feet, you probably get 150 grand a year in rent, which would value it at probably in the neighborhood, finished and rented, would be worth probably a couple of million. But can you get there? I don't know. A few months ago, we had 2 major storms that tore this place apart. After 3 months, we finally got this place done. We're at the finish line, baby. Look at that. Nice, clean, and fresh. Thanks to Chris at Durable Lawn, we got the job done.
The challenges here was bringing in crushed concrete. It was a lot of crushed concrete that we had to put in here. We compact street level, make sure it's nice and beautiful.
What I love best about Chris's work is he saves us money. The money we save in monthly maintenance.
No more watering, no more mowing. You get rid of the irrigation because you're not watering anymore. You get rid of the mowing. That'll save you tons of money. Also, you get rid of the fertilization, will save you tons of money. And the best part about it, in the winter, it gets dormant. So the grass doesn't go dormant, as you see. It stays green all year round. That's the best thing with the artificial grass. We have a 10-year to 15-year warranty. And follow us on Facebook at Durable Lawn and check our website out, durablelawn.com. Thank you so much.
If you got a property as big as mine, he saves me over $20,000 a year. You want to learn how to make some money in real estate, or you want to learn how to make more money with the real estate you got, baby? Then go to benmallah.com, consult with Ben, get me on the phone, or let's have a meeting, and let's get you making some more money now. Adios, amigos.